Jeffrey has just woken up and he's about to reach his phone and he's already on TikTok and he's scrolling. He pretends he doesn't know what he's scrolling for, but let's be honest, we all know what he's scrolling for. And he sees it. A triggering post by a TikTok. And he relapses. And it's not even been the first hour. This is supposed to be Jeffrey's CEO morning routine. And he's already reset his Nofap streak. But Adonis wakes up and the first thing he does is burst out of bed and get a meditation timer. He then meditates for an hour and now he's in complete focus, and now he uses that focus to get into a flow state. And within 2 hours of waking up, Adonis has done more work than what most people would do in an entire week. Adonis knows that polluting his mind, especially with porn, is a sin for men on self-improvement. First things first, just let me get this clear, because I just don't want to get comments of this, like, basically people are like, oh, you copied Hamza. Yes I did. There's a video on my channel, I might link it, I might not, go and find it if you're that butthurt, of me basically explaining why I use Jeffrey and Adonis. Besides that, I've recently learned about the easy peasy method, and just like habits in general and like how to kind of rate them. And there's this one thing that Nofap YouTubers aren't telling you, and it's kind of corrupt, bro. Like, unfortunately, what happens is that many Nofap YouTubers actually make you more obsessed with Nofap and this idea of quitting porn to the point where it becomes a full-time job. And because it feels like a full-time job, you're actually more stressed and worried until you're going to end up relapsing. I want you to think about Adonis. Would Adonis be sat there like, oh, like day 9 of Nofap, guys, oh, it's getting challenging now? Or do you think he just goes about his day? Do you think Adonis would have a streak? Do you think Adonis would even care? For him, Nofap doesn't even exist. There is no such thing as a streak. He just doesn't fap. But with a lot of Nofap YouTubers, they'll tell you like, oh yeah, like get a streak and like tally chart and like, you know, like all this stuff, and like whenever an urge thing, like the Nofap subreddit and like everything, right? And so instead of becoming this guy who just doesn't think about porn, who just doesn't care at all, who pretty much forgets that it even exists, you turn into this guy who's completely obsessed with it. But a guy who isn't addicted to porn wouldn't need like Nofap subreddits and whatnot because he just doesn't fap, right? Hopefully I'm making sense. It's like a guy who doesn't play video games wouldn't sit there like, oh, this is like day 39 without video games, guys. I'm feeling the benefits. Like you just would exist. Do you know what I mean? You just need to become a guy who doesn't think about porn. And one of the best ways to do that, which I got from the easy peasy method, is to actually remove this brainwashing that this evil porn company has put onto you, which is the belief that porn does something for you. Porn gives you pleasure. Porn relieves stress. It relaxes you. It helps you concentrate. Whatever cope you have, you need to remove it from your mind, because the truth is it absolutely does nothing for you. Because when you click off of that tab, you feel shame. And the weirdest part of it is that even though you feel shame, you want to go back onto it right after you've clicked off. It is a trap. It is an evil move that these porn companies have used to addict you and to addict our brothers. But to first help your brothers, we need to help you. So we need to just remove right now just any belief that porn is a good thing. Because once you remove this belief that porn is a good thing, you immediately just won't watch it. And the reason why is because, let's say for example, would you drink bleach? Probably not, right? You probably just thought, no, why would you drink bleach? It doesn't do anything good for you. So you would never even think about drinking bleach, right? But here are these little no-fappers who are like, oh, like porn so hard, to like porn so good, oh, like, do you know what I mean? Oh, like I need to use willpower. The beautiful thing about this is that once you remove the belief that porn does anything good for you, you don't even need that much willpower to overcome it, because anytime you get an urge, you just immediately think like, what? No, why? It's not even good for me. Why would I even like think it's just that little porn trap, that little like worm in your mind, trying to convince you to go back. It's kind of like, I thought of it. Let me drink water. You might as well drink water too, bro. Hold on. The way I like to think of it is that it's kind of like, Venom, the symbiote in Spider-Man. Basically, if you kind of don't know, it's kind of like this alien that attaches onto Spider-Man, and basically it almost like brainwashes him to believe that he actually needs the suit. It's kind of like, how would I explain it? It's so weird, it's so difficult to explain. If you kind of understand the symbiote analogy, you understand, but I'm trying to accommodate for the people who don't understand. But it's like, it's this little nagging voice in your head, which isn't actually your thoughts. It's like that little porn demon inside of your brain, because you're pretty much starving it. And when you starve it, then it's losing its power, and so it tries getting you to relapse to gain back its power and control over you. You must not let that happen, because we are men of character, and men of character are not controlled by whimsical urges. So remove the idea that porn does anything for you, because truthfully, it doesn't. And once you do that, you'll, like, even right now, you could just believe, nope, porn does nothing good for me. And immediately you will probably just not feel as many urges. And there are going to be like some crabs, by the way. Just be careful of this, because there'll be some crabs who will try and like pull you down into the bucket and tell you like, oh, porn's good for you. The school nurse said. The school nurse. No, no, don't, no. I'm not even gonna get into that. If you're there like, oh, but the school nurse said, shut up, man. Shut up. Shut up, the school nurse said, bro. What do you mean the school nurse said, idiot? Like, but the school nurse said that porn is healthy for you. Yeah, defo. Oh, shut up, man. Don't ever miss me with that, bro. If you ever come to me, oh, but my school nurse said that masturbation's healthy. No, it isn't. Just it isn't. If there's a whole battalion of men on the internet who are telling you that porn and masturbation is bad for you, why would you listen to the school nurse, bro? Don't listen to the school nurse, man. Please don't. I've just been looking at the scripts, and my bad, I've been like, bing, bing, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Also, like, when you do get an urge, just as I thought of this now, it's kind of like using willpower, but basically, when you get an urge, just say the words like, yay, I'm a non-user, or like, yeah, I've conquered porn. Because if you say that, you're more likely to basically stay with that train of thought and believe like, yeah, I like, you'll be able to conquer your urges basically. So I mean, obviously, who wouldn't want that, right? I might link the easy peasy method in the description, because honestly, it's good. It's really good. I didn't read the book. I actually just watched the 5 hour long video, and like, you get a general idea. and it's just great. Honestly, the easy peasy method is honestly like, if you struggle with porn and like you have a porn addiction, that book is genuinely going to be a lifesaver for you. Because I understand that nofap can be difficult, because like these nofap YouTubers, they get you obsessed with it, and then there's triggering content. Like a lot of these nofap YouTubers, bro, they're actually evil, and they're actually only there to get views and money. You know why, bro? Because these guys will literally put triggering, provoking thumbnails for their videos on their channel, and then they'll be like, oh, but you shouldn't be thinking about, you shouldn't be getting urges. Here's how you conquer your urges. And here they are getting like some Instagram thought. You can't, like, if there's a nofap YouTuber who does that, unsubscribe from them, bro. If there's any YouTuber who's using like really provoking thumbnails, you need to get rid of them, because the truth is they aren't there to help you, they are there to help themselves. With that being said, I understand that nofap can be difficult, and it's actually a really addictive, super difficult addiction to combat. But we are seeing the rise of men who are conquering porn, and they are getting onto nofap. And soon these porn companies, bro, they're gonna fall, because there's a rise of men who are getting onto nofap, who are getting onto semen retention, who are improving their lives, who are becoming more like Adonis. And if you want to become more like Adonis, hit the subscribe button below. Safe.